Hey, how's it going out there? It's Two Birds, One Show. I'm DeeTer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yep.
It's our 50th episode. Pretty happy about that.
Nice. Now, is that our 50th with BGSE or our 50th altogether? Okay.
50 with BGSE. We probably had about 60 shows altogether with the before this. Just before we got a couple guests going to bring on, but before that, I just want to thank all the guests we had on in the past and everybody that follows us, and keep on following us. Hopefully,
thank you so much. It means so much to us. Every one of you, every listen, every like, every follow, subscribe. It means more than you know to us.
And we have a fun time doing it. So we talk about craft beer and sports. I'm going to bring these two gentlemen on that have been on the show before. They know the deal. So we'll get on the first round of drinks. All right. So that's our buddy Tom that's been on before. He's a New York Jets fan. And that's our buddy Brett Anderson. He's been on the show a few times. He's a Minnesota Vikings fan. But hey, welcome to the show, guys.
Good to see you guys.
Thanks for having me. And it's a Giants fan. I'm not a Jets fan, Turkey.
That's right, Giants. Yeah, it don't matter.
It both suck. Much better.
Oh shit! And Fred's been on the show before. He's the one that came up with the Ricky rants that Ricky's been using. Is pretty nice.
Shout out, Brett. Thank you.
Anybody want to start off on our first drink or cocktail? What you guys got going on? No.
Guess right. First, or DeeTer, you want to go?
Yeah.
Or?
All right, I'll go first. Okay, so I got I love my state park by what's it? New Trail.
Nice
little ABV IPA ABV at 6.5. New Trail is all over Jersey, PA. I think you guys get in New York too. I'm not sure if you've seen. Have you seen New Trail, Tom? That logo?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you guys get up there.
Yeah, but, we get that.
It's a beautiful beer. Nice, little easy drinker.
It's party.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, anybody else want to tell what you're drinking?
All right, I'm drinking might be my favorite IPA in the world. From my favorite brewery, Shocker. It's Treehouse.
Nice.
Very green. It's 8.3% double IPA, hop predominantly with Galaxy hops. One of my favorites. Getting some guava, some passion fruit on there. It's good. Fantastic beer. It's one of my favorites.
There you go. Brett, what are you drinking tonight, buddy?
Let's see. I got Shiner Black on tap, and then I'm drinking my favorite liqueur that I brought home from Ecuador, called Espiritu del Ecuador.
Nice.
And it is delish.
Yeah, I remember you told me to look for that before, right? That's your favorite?
Yeah, that's the one I asked you to drive 50 miles. And you said that I wasn't worth your time. So thanks,
buddy. You're welcome.
Good to be back.
Oh man, start off the show great. Tom, what are you drinking tonight, buddy?
Oh man, nothing special. This is just a Sam Adams Wicked Easy IPA. Nice. I know, really, nice. really exotic. Really had to travel across the state for that one.
Well, man, I was drinking Sam Adams not too long ago. I think at Uno's they had the summer wheat or something like that. At least you know it's fresh if you get the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I guess talk some sports. You a New York Rangers fan there, Tom? You watching the game or?
Yeah, I have been watching the game. It was tied. I like the Rangers.
Nice.
I don't. So we'll see what happens. Florida's a tough fucking team. I just love sports in general. I've been watching as much sports as I can lately. So I was even watching the Phillies the other day. Turkey, be proud.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. You betting on the game or something?
I bet money on the game and they fucking lost.
That Rangers Florida game I was watching the other night was a fantastic game. I mean, Florida was down most of the game. They tied it late and then got to go in overtime. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think that's the first time, at least in the Eastern Finals, where did every game go to overtime so far?
To be honest, I don't recall if every game's. I don't think every game's gone to overtime, but Florida's tough as nails. They're so fucking good. So this is man, the way they handled the Bruins, that was pretty impressive. So we'll see what happens with the Rangers. That's why I kind of keep looking over my shoulder. It's on the TV behind me.
I've always been a huge fan of Peter Laviolette, the Rangers head coach, and I've always been a huge fan of Sergei Bobrovsky, the Florida goalie, who's a stud. So good job, Philadelphia Flyers, for more good front office work there. The coach you let go is in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the goalie we let go is on his third Vezina and in the Eastern Conference Finals again.
Yeah, the Flyers have a lot of fucking work to do.
They can't get out of their own way sometimes.
Yeah. Just want to put out here, Jeff said he's drinking a KBS spicy chocolate.
Nice. I was looking for that.
Yeah, I seen they had 4 packs of it out there. It looks pretty good.
Where'd you see it, Bobcat?
Yeah, I see that Bobcat before. I'm not sure if it came around just now, though, but I've seen it in the past.
Oh. And that's crazy. I was talking a week or two ago, my guy I work with, Bill, about that KBS spicy chocolate. I'm like, man, that sounds really fucking good.
Yeah, I imagine it's just like Mexican cake or Mexican brunch, something like that, you know.
That's maybe Chili's.
Yeah. Let's see. Just got a couple other shout outs. And said congrats on the 50th show. That's and then Greg too. I don't know if we've seen Greg. Greg said congrats.
Greg.
So Brett, who's your hockey team, man? I know you got like some hockey out there, right?
No.
You don't watch hockey? Being out in South Dakota?
No, we don't. The weather's just too warm for outdoor recreations like that.
Oh, okay. I thought that'd be a hockey area out there. All right.
No, Minnesota is, but I don't know. Like, you get your hopes up to watch Minnesota anything. Like, you get your hopes up to watch the Timberwolves. They're currently getting their ass kicked by 40 points. So it just sucks to be us. I don't claim anything with Minnesota, but that's where my horses run. So I don't watch hockey either.
Oh yeah, man. Minnesota is getting crushed by Dallas right now. Damn.
Dude, yeah. How do you put away the defending champions and then just fucking choke the way they're choking against Dallas?
Well, I remember a few years ago. I think it was 2001. The Vikings made the NFC Championship game against the New York Giants and lost 41-0. So I'm pretty used to this shit.
I think it was only 2 years ago they lost in the to the Giants to the Daniel Jones Giants in the wild card.
Yeah, after they got outscored, I think what was it? Their opponents outscored them by like 50-some points, and they had like a 13-4 record.
Yep.
So I don't know a lot of Vikings fans. I know a couple. What do you think about them letting go of Kirk Cousins and bringing in a new quarterback?
Letting go of Kirk Cousins is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, other than like my wife and kids and getting out of the Navy and.
Damn.
Well, okay, look, it was the best sports thing that's ever happened to me. How about that? I hated Kirk.
Wow. Really? Well, I thought you guys liked him up there.
No.
Oh wow.
I would see post Brett pretty much dogging Cousins when he does bad, dude. Yeah, he's not a Cousins fan, man.
Oh shit! Is that the way most of Minnesota is? The fan base, Brett?
Anybody that played high school sports doesn't like him.
Okay.
Put it that way. Against the Giants when they lost a couple years ago, it was 4th and 8. Their season's on the line. He does a dink and dump for 4th and 2. And they lost. Like that's typical Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I was surprised, man, to see him when he went to Atlanta. and then they drafted a quarterback on top of that.
Yeah, I was shocked to see that too. I mean, and Atlanta gave Kirk Cousins a ton of fucking money, and guaranteed money. Yeah. And then they took a quarterback at pick 8 or 9? I was like, holy crap.
My least favorite teams are anything to do with Sean Payton. And
I can't stand Sean Payton, dude.
Anything to do with Sean Payton, and I hate the Falcons. I was so happy they did that. They dumped $130 million guaranteed into a 36-year-old quarterback, and then drafted his predecessor, who's like 26 years old. It was awesome.
Shocked. I was so shocked. Oh my goodness.
And then Sean Payton goes and drafts Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Yeah. So what's your thought on? I'm gonna because that's I'm glad you bring that up. What's your thought on Bo Nix? Because sometimes I watch and I'm like, man, this guy's reminds me of just like a gunslinger. It's just like a wild arm kind of Brett Favre, scrambler. But I know a lot of people aren't sold on him. Do you have any? Are you big Bo Nix hater?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
No, not at all. I enjoyed watching him at Oregon, but he shouldn't have went in the first round. He should have went maybe in the second round. He's like Mac Jones. He's going to be like Kenny Pickett. He's okay. He might be I don't know, somewhere in the 15 to 20s level quarterback.
I see that. Okay. That's a good point.
He'll be serviceable, but he's
I've heard that
draft in the first
round. A little overhyped on the radio. Lots of people say he's overhyped. Yeah, he's basically.
If Sean Payton didn't overdraft him, he wasn't going until late in the second round, I'm sure. No one else is fucking taking him.
Good point.
Stupid ass Sean Payton.
I think Sean Payton saw some sort of Drew Brees in him, or he gave some.
Yeah, he probably had visions of grandeur.
Yeah, or he thinks he can do something that he most certainly will not be able to do. He's gonna get fired.
There's James.
I hope
James
so.
Says,
I can't stand Sean Payton.
James said, "Congrats on the 50th episode, guys." And he's got here. Bo Nix will be a game manager in the NFL.
Yeah,
another Kenny Pickett.
But you can only be a game manager if you're on at least an above average team, because you'll get fucking killed. You got to be on a good team, and the Broncos fucking suck. Man, they suck.
So speaking of the Broncos and Sean Payton, I can't stand Sean Payton. What's your guys' thoughts on Russ moving over to the Steelers? Do you think he goes there and rejuvenates, or he's just done?
Dude, I think he's done, man.
Gonna try to. I mean, he might play a little better than he did in Denver, but just a little bit, just to prove a point. But he's done.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah. He's just holding on right now. I think he's out like a fat kid in dodgeball.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the Steelers always done well with a pocket player. A big quarterback sits in a pocket, and I would say he's not that. Yeah, he's a short guy, and he's got to move around. So it's a totally different offense.
That's a good point, Peter.
I think the Steelers need to move on from Mike Tomlin.
Wow,
that's huge.
That's a big take. And you know what? It's not absurd, but that's a big take. Pittsburgh very, very rarely moves on from head coaches, and Mike Tomlin, I don't think has ever finished under 500 in all his years in Pittsburgh. So that's a big take. But you might be right. They might want more.
Well, how much leash? Oh, sorry.
I don't know if he's loved by Steelers Nation, but he's definitely loved by ownership. So I don't see them moving on. But
Pittsburgh Bill, one of my best friends, if you're watching, please chime in. I know he's a big Steelers fan, and let's hear your thoughts if you're watching, or maybe watch tomorrow.
Well, how much leash do you think they give Russ Wilson before they move over to Justin Fields?
That's a great question, man. I was thinking the same thing.
I being Vikings in the same division, like if the Bears weren't just so absolutely horribly mismanaged, I don't think Fields is all that bad.
I don't either. I never understood the hate for. You know what he reminds me of? And I know some Eagles fans are going to get mad at me. I'm not saying the same. He reminds me a little bit of Jalen Hurts. He really does. I mean, their game is very similar.
I could see that.
And Jalen Hurts, I think he happened to land in a better situation as far as coaching and offensive line. I think if you put Justin Fields in the same situation you would have put Jalen Hurts in 3 years ago, it might not be a whole lot different. But I don't know.
That's the company, BGSE.
Let's
so
what are the Vikings going to do at quarterback? You got JJ McCarthy, or are we going Sam Darnold? What's happening over there?
Talking to me now?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking to.
Oh shit!
I'm guessing Sam Darnold is probably going to start the year off. I guess I don't think it's going to be JJ McCarthy to start the year. And all depending on, what Darnold, he's not that far removed from being, what was he, the third pick overall a few years back? He's just been in absolutely piss poor teams. Now he went over to the Niners. He got some good coaching. He got some stability. Now he comes to the Vikings. I think the Vikings got a great coaching staff. I really like Brian Flores. That dude is a stud.
Stud defensive mind.
Yeah, I really like what he can do. I think the Vikings got a lot of pieces together. Maybe he's like an Alex Smith, where he gets some consistency and gets some players around him, and all of a sudden he's maybe could turn into a low-tier Pro Bowl quarterback.
You think Sam Darnold's like Alex Smith?
Well, how long did it take Alex Smith to get going out in San Francisco?
Well, I just thought that was kind of an interesting take, because I know Daniel Jeremiah, his biggest comp for J.J. McCarthy was Alex Smith. So I thought that was interesting that you also see that in Sam Darnold as well.
Well, I guess I'm not seeing the comparisons. I'm seeing the career paths, so to speak. Like, Alex Smith was really thrown under the bus when he first got to the Niners, and it took him years to kind of get going. And, maybe Sam Darnold is one of those guys that has just had a tough run of it with poor teams, which he's had very, very poor teams.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
The Jets.
Washington. He got killed. He got killed. I like Sam Darnold is my favorite quarterback coming out of the draft that year. I mean, I wanted him over Saquon at the time.
Wow. He's a big quarterback, man. He was pretty tall at coming out, like when he first got drafted. I mean, he had high hopes, but the Jets they murdered him. Troops, you know what I mean? Like, that was bad. Destroyed. Now,
look at Steve Young did the same thing when he got drafted by Tampa.
Good point.
And then he goes and sits behind somebody for a couple of years, and then for a while, and maybe we still are, but he's the top 10 quarterback of all time. You get some good coaching around players, and get their bad habits that they develop as a rookie when they're getting smashed, and they could turn into something pretty good. I think.
It's a great point.
I think J.J. McCarthy is going to turn out really good for you guys, like surprisingly good.
I do too.
I think he's going to be a better pro than he was a college prospect. And I think he's going to surpass some of the quarterbacks drafted ahead of him. I believe that a lot.
There's something interesting that you said. You said you would have taken Sam Darnold over Saquon Barkley. Now, do you feel like he was a good running back under the Giants, or you feel like, he was just managed, or?
Saquon is an elite talent, and he was put on a fucking terrible team with a terrible offensive line. But the truth is they beat the brakes off him. You're not getting the Saquon that we had on our New York Giants team. He doesn't have that. That gear's gone. So the guy you paid for, I mean, yes, he's still a high-end running back, but you're not getting the guy. You're not getting the guy that you see the highlights out of Penn State. He's not that guy anymore. He, after his injuries and the beating he took behind a terrible offensive line, which is completely on the Giants and the Dave Gettleman era. He's missing that. You're still gonna get good play out of him. I'm not saying he's a shrub by any means. I'm just saying he's not the guy from Penn State. He can't do what he did back then, and he can't do what he did the first year with the Giants anymore. He's still fantastic, but I think you overpaid. To be quite honest.
It has happened in the past.
I think part of that was to stick it to the Giants. You guys are also in a different position than us. Like, you have a much better team, so it makes sense.
Well, I think you make a lot of good, really good points. I think the one saving grace here for Saquon will be the fact that he won't have to be the focal point. You still have the A.J. Browns, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, the great line. I still, and I'm hearing rumors now Miles Sanders is about to get cut with Carolina. Who knows? Maybe they bring the two Penn State teammates back together again. So I don't think they're going to say, hey, Saquon, we need you to win us the game. It's just kind of, hey, we just need you to be one of the weapons. And I think, taking a lot of that pressure off can go a long way. When you're not carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, you play loose, you play free. You're like, all right, look, I'm just one of the guys here. And that's what I'm hoping is what happens here.
I feel like out of the options,
great.
Out of the options that we had, he was the best option. That's how I would put it.
Good point. I mean, as far as if you're looking to say, I got to upgrade the running back position, I guess what was on the market, that was the best possible option. I mean, I think me and you talked, DeeTer, and I still think I was probably off on this. I was like, hey, re-sign DeAndre Swift. And, then I kind of dove in and looked in a lot of numbers and stuff and like that. And I was like, as much as I like DeAndre, I wouldn't be mad to re-sign him. I still think Saquon's a better back when he's healthy.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to be healthy when he goes to your team. And I think Howie Roseman said it best. He said, you can't have enough good players. He's a damn good player.
Good point.
And so I don't want I don't want it to get misconstrued, I guess. Like, he's still one of the best backs in the league. I'm just saying he's not, you're not getting Christian McCaffrey. That's the best way to put it. You're not getting that. You're getting an elite back, but he's not Christian McCaffrey. He wanted Christian McCaffrey money. That was one of the big problems they had. And because he was represented by Rock Nation and everything, like they weren't going to give him that. And then when they got the new regime in, they fired Gettleman, the guy that drafted him, and they brought in Joe Shane from Buffalo, who doesn't believe in investing in the running back position. I could see the writing on the wall. It was just a matter of time. They're trying to give him respect and drag it out a little, but sucks seeing him go to Philly because, in our division. But it's a great landing spot for Saquon. Great landing spot for him.
Now, you say he's not worth Christian McCaffrey money, man, but they're both 27 years old. I just looked it up. So, yeah, maybe Saquon had a few more injuries, but I feel like McCaffrey, he's had a few injuries too, right?
Oh, yeah. McCaffrey definitely has an injury history. And like I said, we're talking like McCaffrey, Saquon, whoever you want to put at number 3. I still think, with all things being equal, when Saquon and Christian are both healthy, you're probably talking number 1 and number 2, or 1 and 1A, however you want to put it, for running backs in football right now. So if Saquon's 1A, I mean, I'll take that because you're still top tier. But like I said, I think health goes a long way, and both guys have been banged up.
So everybody really filling up on beer. We usually talk sports, get a beer, and then talk sports again, and then finish off with another beer. So I'm going to grab beer. Ricky, if you got something, or Brett, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, dude, I was just about to pour. I got a shocker. I got a Treehouse beer. This is the double ganger.
Nice. Let's go on.
8.6 double IPA. It's their take on Doppelganger, but stronger. I mean, I'm just seeing when I'm pouring it here. It's Fuck, dude, that's beer porn right there. That's the fuck you're looking for in a great New England style IPA. I mean, you can see the full body, that rich opaque kind of yellow, and I mean, it's just it's a great beer.
It's a great beer.
I'm a big
Tom,
fan.
you know all about the Treehouse, right? You've been to Treehouse before, had Treehouse.
Yeah.
Now, they're opening up a place up by you, right? It's a Saquon. Not Saquon. What's the racetrack? Something Falls. Anybody know a new place they're opening up? Treehouse. Something Falls.
Saratoga.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so what is that? What's going to be that? Their fifth spot?
Oh, Saratoga. I mean, that's where it's a nice spot. I mean, it's known for the horse races, and they got SPAC there. That's the Saratoga Performing Arts Center. A lot of money up there. It's a nice spot.
Nice. Are you near there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
you're gonna have a lot of really good beer near you.
Away, but I guess that'd be near enough.
Nice. Fucking Treehouse rocks.
They've been up spots all over.
That's so fucking good.
Pour yourself another beer there, Brett.
Another
Steiner.
Nope. I went with Summer Shandy because it's warm out.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, right.
What? Lining Kugel?
Yep. Summer Shandy.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna step away. I got to pour beer.
I'm a huge fan, dude. Huge fan of Summer Shandy. Sells like crazy in my bar.
Oh, man.
Pendleton Midnight.
Nice. Dude, Brett don't fuck around, dude. He brings the big guns.
I drink this pussy ass beer, that way I can have some whiskey with mine.
I was just talking about that with a guy at work. Growing up going to the bar, you get a weak beer, Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light, and get a shot next to it. You always had a shot of Jameson, shot of whiskey, something, Today, man, you don't see people doing that. You know what I mean? It's it's seltzers and
it's pussy now, though. You know what I mean? And I don't mean this in a bad way, but and listen, I know the next generation, whatever, but nothing wrong with you guys. But you're softer than we are, and we're softer than the generation before us, and that generation was softer. I feel like every generation is a little tougher than the one coming up. I mean, DeeTer, I remember many nights at the bar with me and you sitting there with a beer and a shot on the side. Usually it was Jameson too.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man.
Me and you, dude. It was always a beer and a shot.
Yeah.
But our grandfathers, it was probably a beer and two shots.
These guys know over the Navy, it's the same thing, man. Yeah, they're always Chicago or when I was in Japan, man. They know. Shot in a beer, man. That's how it was done. Or sake in a beer.
Boilermaker, bro.
Habio sake. What was that fucking snake venom or whatever the fuck that bullshit was?
That was the nastiest crap I ever had, man.
I couldn't ever taste it. I was so drunk. I was just I'm drinking snake juice or whatever the fuck this, whatever this cobra that's been stuffed into this fucking jar. Just drink this and make the pool cue. Make color change. It's I bet it will.
Yeah. It's like some embalming fluid or something like that for the snake, man. That gets into the sake. It's some weird shit I was reading about it.
Does it make you trip?
No, it's just a high alcohol to preserve the snake. That's all. But Christ.
Hey, what was that bar across from base in Chicago?
Either Anchor.
Was it the Anchor? How much was a pitcher of Miller High Life?
That was dirt cheap, dude.
It's $5.
Yeah, man, it was dirt cheap. I remember the one place which was getting Amberbach, and you had the cooler in the Amberbach pitcher, the little ice, and that was maybe $10, and there was 4 people on a pitcher, dude. It was dirt cheap.
Yeah, you, me, and Treylick sitting there having a pitcher of High Life, 3 shots of Rumplemintz, and we're out $11.
Nice. Yeah. Fucking love Rumplemintz, dude.
The waiters with the test tube shots and everything, man. Oh, dude, there's so many shots. It's back in the day, man.
Had
What
to
was
have one.
So
the one bar had
Brett, were
the
you on the shitty kitty as well, or what?
No. We went to
Nice.
school. DeeTer and I, we went to school back in Chicago. We didn't serve on the same ship. He was on a great big aircraft carrier, and I was on a little pissant, nothing.
So you're an ET like DeeTer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Tom's an FC. He was with me on the Kitty Hawk, and he was smart, man. He was the best 2M technician. Worked on all the micro electric components. Yeah, he was pretty good, man. Circuit boards and all that shit.
Nice. Me too.
It's fucking awesome.
But you were an FC, right, Tom?
Yeah, I was an FC. I was a display tech, and then I got picked up to go to 2M school. Then they sent me to Xerox copier school.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do.
Cool.
Like, that was a terrible pick. I was so fucking lazy. I never did anything. I just sent my minions out to do it.
Could you please hurry up? This copy machine needs paper.
Like, I didn't want to fix anything, but I had all these credentials. I was like, I don't know why they passed
you guys,
me. I
man.
fucking don't know anything.
Oh, man. So, back on some sports. Yeah, it's a little cricket talk. But, so, Tom, now Saquon Barkley is out the picture for the Giants. Who you guys have back as a running back?
We drafted a guy, I think, in the 5th round. So that's one guy. And then they paid they gave a contract to a vet. He was in Buffalo. What the fuck's his name? I'd have to look it up. I can't remember his name, but they did.
I'll sweat, man.
It's not Devin Singletary, is it?
I think it is.
Is it Devin? Okay.
I think it is. Is it? Might be.
No, you might have. But I was going to say, I didn't know he signed there.
Here, let me look it up, man. Who's the Vikings got there, Brett? Who's their running back?
They picked up Aaron Jones about the same time you guys got Saquon Barkley.
Back.
It's Devin Singletary, by the way.
Okay, I gotta ask Brett something. Is there any truth? What do you know about the rumors of the Vikings trying to trade up ahead of the Giants to get Malik Neighbors so they could offload Justin Jefferson and not pay?
Wow, that's a fucking bold rumor. Holy shit!
There's a lot of people in the people with some legit sources, high end people that are saying that's the case.
That would be fucking blockbuster.
Here, let me put it to you this way. And I'm going to bring it from a Viking standpoint, and I'm going to stick it to the Eagle fans just because we're on an Eagles show. But you don't trade.
I like it. I like where you're going with this. Keep going.
You don't trade Chris Carter for nothing or cut Chris Carter for nothing. You don't trade Justin Jefferson. And Justin Jefferson is not only that, he doesn't have the problems that Carter had when he was with the Eagles, but he's a great receiver, and on top of it, he's like a squeaky clean good dude.
I'll be honest.
That's not going anywhere.
That's a great point. And Justin Jefferson is probably the best receiver in all of football right now. I mean, he is even with missing a few games this year. That dude is a fucking monster.
I think CeeDee Lamb's kind of jumped him like in the draft rankings if you're doing like fantasy football, but
has he?
CeeDee Lamb's not better than Justin Jefferson. Hate to break it.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson is.
Well, Justin Jefferson, he's got a lot more weapons around him, in my opinion, to compete for passes. Jordan Addison's the real deal on the other side of the wide receiver.
Yeah, good point.
Jefferson was injured. That's what knocked him down a little.
Yep, and TJ Hawkinson, that dude ain't no slouch either at tight end.
So you're saying when the Vikings were trying to trade up, it was for a quarterback and not for Malik Neighbors?
No. They were not getting rid of Justin Jefferson.
I would be fucking shocked if that happened.
All right, I'm just telling you what people are saying.
Well,
so the Giants is Devin Singletary. Was Devin Singletary?
No, he came from Houston, but Buffalo before that, right?
Yes.
Or you can't. Okay.
And he actually was really good for Houston.
So I was going to say, speaking of Houston, man, that team's going to be really fucking good this year. Like really,
Yeah.
and then they just re-signed Nico Collins this year on top of getting the kid from Buffalo, the receiver, Diggs. Oh man, they're going to be. And CJ Stroud seems like the real deal.
They're going to be. You know who's going to be really good is the fucking Lions. I love watching their whole process.
Yeah, and I love the
type
coach.
of players they draft. They're drafting football players like. Their head coach is fucking awesome.
Word up, cuz I agree.
Like, man, I'm a Giants fan, but I'm a fan of what Detroit's doing over there. I love it. They're
I'm with you, kid.
Yeah, they look like a pretty strong team, man.
Yeah, I mean, they literally should have just beat San Fran to be in the Super Bowl this past year on one boneheaded, which should have been, an interception. It bounced off dude on the 5-yard line and went to Brandon Ayuk for the Niners touchdown. And if that play doesn't happen, the Detroit Lions are playing in the Super Bowl this past year. They're fucking dangerous.
And they drafted really well.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Before I get on next topic, I got a couple promotions we got to put up here. We got WDB energy drink promotion code, big game. If you guys interested in watching the show for energy drink, there it is. And then this one is for smoking cigars delivered to your house. And I think they do liquors and stuff. It's called Puff Sip Chat. And the same promo code, big game. So
I got a question. Is as a novice, but I got a couple friends that are into it. The cigar place you just named, they do Cubans, or you still can't do Cubans in the U.S. yet legally?
They can't sell Cubans in the U.S.
I don't think you can.
Okay, I didn't know if that was an old law or if they're still running with it.
Still, like they go to Mexico, they're like, "Hey, bring me back some Cubans." I don't think you can, but you can, kind of get the knockoff, right? Can you get the leaves and like have it rolled here or something like that?
Okay,
you can bring Cuban cigars back from Cuba.
You just can't sell them here.
But if you go to Cuba, go into the country, and you come back through, you can bring them in.
Now you smoke cigars, right, Tom? That sounded wrong. You're talking about.
I love cigars. I smoke cigars every day, almost every day.
Yeah, my buddy Jeff, he smokes too. I know a few people. I used to smoke when I was younger, but I quit smoking everything right now.
Well, I used to smoke cigars too, but usually they were emptied out of the tobacco, and we'd split them open and put weed in them, and roll a big fat blunt, Phillies blunt. No, seriously. And we used to smoke a ton of fucking Phillies blunts back in the day.
That's from the Snoop Dogg school of cigar smoking.
Yep. Do you remember the oo-wop? You would break 3 blunts down, and each end you would lick them, connect them, and you make a fucking blunt like this dude is fucking oo-wop. You remember them?
Yeah.
No, I remember the Garcia Vegas where they would take the wrapping out of the round it. So you crack the middle paper and then wrap the tobacco leaf around it. I've seen some people do that.
I remember that. I mean, it was like a nice thin paper. You remember White Owls? Remember White Owls got big for a while? Everybody was smoking Philly blunts, and then all of a sudden, he fucking Method Man comes out with, White Owl blunts. And and then all of a sudden, White Owls got big for a little bit, and then blunts came back like, nah, motherfucker, still blunts.
Yeah, but that's our promotions there. NAG drink and cigars. Check it out. You rewind the show, the QR code. There we go. So back on some sports. Maybe some NBA talk.
I was just going to say, and DeeTer, I don't know where you stand. Shout out to my buddy, another fellow, maybe
still beating the shit out of the Timberwolves or what?
Oh, let me see that. Yeah. Shit, where the hell?
30-some points now. They're making.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it ain't bad.
What's wrong with the Timberwolves? Like, what the fuck's their problem?
I think their championship was beating Denver.
Are they too young? Like, what the fuck?
I think their championship was beating Denver. I think they were like, damn, that was, I don't know. Like young teams, sometimes that was their milestone.
They blew their wad. Their
exactly.
Wad.
They shot their load, dude. And I think maybe this year is one of them, take a step forward and then next year maybe jump up 2 steps.
Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, just getting diced
no.
up by Luka.
He's fucking insane. He's better than Larry Bird.
It's
And I got
108 to
mad respect for Larry
85
Bird
right now.
And
Yeah, it's not looking good, dude. 108 to 85. But
they were down by 40, so.
Where you stand on getting LeBron James Jr. On the team there, Ricky?
You know where I stand, DeeTer. I said it a month and a half ago. Get LeBron here. It's the only way we're going to win a championship here, especially with the Celtics getting ready to start a dynasty of 4 championships in 7 years. Let's go get one of them in betweens with LeBron. He'll get his 4th title in his 4th different city. That'll cement him and get him up there with Michael, even though I still think Michael's better.
It's a little wishful thinking, though, man. This might just be a ploy to get his kid drafted high.
Good.
LeBron,
Draft him here. Draft him here.
Man.
These draft picks don't mean shit.
Are you saying
anyway,
LeBron wants to go to Philly?
I wish.
He wants to play with his kid. So LeBron, the kid, is going to get drafted, and it's supposedly
he wants to play with his son.
He wants to play with his son.
Say that.
But yeah, he's in LA. He's making good money, dude. Like that's
he's here. He's going to make good money wherever he goes. He'll be the highest paid player in the league.
Yeah,
dude. He just started this podcast with JJ Redick called Mind the Game, and JJ Redick is the leading head coach candidate.
I heard that.
Lakers right now.
I love JJ Redick, man. I loved him when he was here, and he's been doing the podcast thing for a long time, man. That's awesome, dude.
It's going to be a good coach.
You telling me LeBron isn't working some behind-the-scenes magic to get his boy JJ as the head coach?
Oh, listen, for me, getting LeBron here is a pipe dream. I don't expect it to happen. I just wish it would happen. I think that's the only way that Joel gets a championship in the next 1 to 3 years. Jimmy Butler ain't going to do it. We did that thing here already. And why? Pat Riley's one of the best head coaches of all time. He's doing his best to get Jimmy out of town. What's that tell you? Jimmy wants to be on his 5th team, including the Sixers twice, and no way. I don't want any parts of that dude. And that's another James Harden. So is Paul George.
Yeah, we've been down that road.
They said a lot of those same things about Kyrie, and he's killing it with Luka right now.
I didn't say that about Kyrie. Maybe some people did. For my money, Kyrie, since he's come into this league, is one of the best guards I've ever seen this year. The best I've ever seen him play.
Social media and some of the major contributors,
yeah,
on the ESPN.
Well, people love to hate on that guy anyway. They always have.
But they said Kyrie and Luka wouldn't work, and they're fucking working. They're working.
Dude,
just fine.
That team.
Probably when it's all said and done, he's going to win his 2nd championship with Luka.
Luka's never won one. Not here, did he?
No, I meant Kyrie's 2nd championship. Kyrie won with LeBron.
Oh, true that. I don't know. I've been hearing Jimmy Butler's name a lot. I just hope they don't bring him in.
No, I hope not to, man.
Listen, I don't know what the answer is. Daryl Morey, all the time I hear he's a great executive. I haven't seen it here. Show me. That you're a great executive. Make this team get past the 2nd round of the fucking playoffs for the first time in 9 years.
And I really like some of the players that you guys got. Who's that other guy?
This year. They do.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey, he's really good.
Bring back Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, Oubre is really good too, man.
Yeah,
a lot of young talent. You know what I mean? We have yet to have like another senior piece to fit the puzzle, pretty much. And
go get LeBron.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. But I'd hate it. We bring the kid on, and he doesn't come, dude. That'd be like
LeBron ain't going to Philly.
I don't think he will.
I know he's not, but I wish he was. I do.
You know why I hate the NBA today? Is because I should say we're having a conversation. I'm just listening to this conversation. But you guys are legitimately having a conversation about one of the best players in the league and how he should completely abandon the team that he's been on for the last 5 years to start up a few more year run. Like, that's a real possibility that could happen. The best player in the league isn't attractive to bring players in. He goes and then expects all of his buddies to go with him. I just hate the NBA today. I hate it.
That's how it is now, though, man.
He makes a great point, though. He makes a great point, man. I feel you, kid. I do. Brett, you make a great point. And I have a love-hate relationship with the NBA. Same like you. I can't stand the way it's fucking structured and the way, the players run the league. But at the same time, I'm still, I'm watching every Sixers game. I'm watching, 82. It's just like, I'm like, I feel shitty that I'm doing it. Like, fuck,
The reason why it's structured that way is because you only have like a handful of guys on the team. You know what I mean? There's only that one really good player. So, man, when you can get one or two more players, man, you're golden. You know what I mean? So, and that's how it is. I mean, I don't like how it is. I mean, but there's no like staying on the team your whole game, your whole season, or whatever, your whole time playing your career. You know what I mean? But it's just different these days.
Definitely different. It's I don't like where it is right now. And maybe it's the old school in me. Maybe I'm the guy saying, get off my lawn and turn down that music. Even though I'm on my lawn listening to music most of the time. But yeah, I don't like where the league is right now. I don't like that the players basically run the fucking league and you can't do anything. It's almost like in the NFL, they don't let you play defense. Everything's a foul. Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to run, but thanks, DeeTer. Thanks, Rick.
Oh, Tom, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Great to see you, Tom.
Good. Nice meeting you, man.
Later.
Oh, man, good to have him on.
Yeah, cool dude, man. So how are you feeling on our Philadelphia Fighting Phils right now, DeeTer? I wanted to get your take after their first quote-unquote losing streak there. Me and Greg talked about the other day. Where are you at?
Man, you knew it was going to happen. You knew you were going to have your bad days. And that 3-run loss, man, and especially to the Giants, who I think is a horrible team, but it happens,
Well, the Giants right now, though, if you look over the last, say, 21 games, are one of the best teams in baseball. They started off slow. They had a shitty start, but that Giants team, if you look at the numbers, are playing really good right now. And the Phillies over the last 5 years have had a tough time in San Fran. Really, in the last 15 years, they don't play well out there. Whatever the reason, there's some teams that don't play well. Some play. Every team has those teams. But it was a good win yesterday.
Right. Well, we did go against like Colorado while we were out there, but you're right. Well, I mean, like the Giants.
Well, we lost 2 out of 3 to them, but.
Well, I guess being out west like that is got to be kind of hard on the team. So
listen, it's baseball. It's a marathon. I mean, you're talking about, we're not going to. The Philadelphia Phillies are playing in a clip they had never played at the start of the season in their history. They're 140 years old. They're winning. They're 23 games over 500 to start the year. That's a hard thing to maintain, and most teams don't. You're going to go through your ebbs and flows in baseball. It's such a long season.
Now, I will say what's hurting us is the errors, the outfielding and field base. I feel like that's been our downfall, if you would.
Lately, especially.
Yeah.
How much does Harper play first base for you guys?
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, all the time.
Every day. He don't miss any games.
But so he's just strictly first base now, never goes out to right field.
No, never. Because you know why? Castellanos, believe it or not, if you look at the fielding percentage numbers, over the last few years or so, he's top 2 or 3 in all of baseball for fielding percentage in right field. I mean, and he's got a good arm.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the Phillies. Like, I think they're a good team.
There's something special going on there.
They were top of the division for a while. You know what I mean? I don't know how we are.
They still are by like 7 games. Listen, this team, there's something special about this Phillies team. I know probably throughout this season there might be some few times where I kind of get on them and tweak them, but they're tough to pick apart, man. This is a great team. Might be one of the best I've ever watched in any Philly sport.
Phillies are still ahead of the last few years comparing records. Okay.
Greg loves. Well, look, every time I see him, he's like, this time last year, after 59 games, I'm like, I know, man. You tell me every day. I know. That's my dog, man. Good looking out. He's right. And the Phillies are playing better baseball than probably
to start a season than they've ever played. That's 140 years. I don't like to get too excited in sports. You know me. I get after shit, but man, this team is fucking special.
I feel our pitching's where it's at, man. I feel like the pitching's a hell of a lot better than it used to be. Like,
dude, everything. I feel like everything, man. This just team is like, they're like, look, to a man, you see these guys, the last 2 years we got in, kind of fell short. I think each of them is like, look, I just want to win the whole fucking thing. And they all have that mindset. And when you have that, you don't teach that. You have, you know what I mean? And they're there. That's the only goal. And they're laser focused.
Well, I think you can say what you want about having a guy like Bryce Harper, but he's got that attitude of like, we're winning every game.
Amen. He's the Michael Jordan of MLB.
Yes. Like it is. We're winning every game. I'm playing as hard as I can.
Yeah. I would say man, he pretty much did the NBA thing. He got like the players that he wanted on his team, like Remuto, Stott, boom.
It's a great point, DeeTer. That's a great point. You're right. He did, and he did a good job with it. A great job, and kudos to him and John Middleton and the whole front office over there. I mean, Dave Dombrowski, you guys have put together not just a good team or a really good team. You put together a great fucking team. This team, what is it?
Taiwan needs to go to the bullpen or
Amen. Amen. Get Spencer Turnbull back as the fifth starter.
Oh shit, man.
He's right though. Get him the fuck out of here.
But yeah, I feel like Harper is the glue holding the team together, man. He's the one to put it together, and he's the leader, man. He's the leader of the pack. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Agreed.
And then he plays hard. Like he's kind of like Pete Rose. If you're gonna walk him, he's gonna sprint to first base to be an ass. Like
agreed. Great point.
I like that hard nose.
Me
I'm
too.
glad he's in the National League and the Twins don't have to piss with him. But I miss that. He's got an old school sense, so to speak.
Dude, that is a great point you make, Brett, and I agree 100%. That he's got, like you said, the P Rose, the Chase Utley type mentality, where like I'm looking for any weakness you have, and I'm going to exploit it.
How do you feel about the Twins there? How you feel they're making out?
Are they good?
No. I don't think
they're not that far off from the division, though, right? With 31-25.
But
the Guardians are Guardians are 37-19. That's not too far off.
They're built with analytics. You know what I mean? They're not.
I hate that word. I know. I'm with you, brother. I can't stand analytics.
They're not built to win. They're built with analytics. So they'll put a 210 hitter out there and be like, whoa. This pitcher throws balls in this part of the zone, and that's where he hits 262. So let's put him in the starting lineup, and we'll let him hit 2 today. And then this guy hits a lot of home runs off him, so he's going to lead off. Like, fuck off.
Reminds me of the Gabe Kapler era, and I'm with you, dude. I fucking loathe analytics. Let it be known here. Mark that shit down. I get it. They're like, well, these are the numbers are correct. Listen, I'm a type person. I go with my gut. It don't fail me. Go with your gut. That was the great managers in baseball throughout history. Charlie Manuel, you think he used analytics? The dude was going with his gut, man. He got a feeling. Because Tony La Russa,
Yep.
Yeah. Well, computers, man.
They do that so they can keep the payroll down or whatever.
Okay.
And so now you got what? Hold on a second here. Let me pull one out. Carlos Correa right now is hitting 259 for the Twins, and last year about the same time he was hitting like 225. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a great defensive center fielder, and his offense has some upswing, but analytics doesn't correct a 225 slump and get it back up to 275. Analytics will only get you so far, and that's what the Twins are built around. So when their players are slumping, they stay in them for a lot longer than they should because they don't have the mechanics to correct out. It's like, well, the analytics say eventually they'll come out and they'll start hitting the ball. Fuck off.
It's a great point, dude. I fucking dig the shit. That's my line of thinking. Fuck the machines, man. Seriously, go with your gut. You know what analytics is to me? It's the Matrix. It is.
I mean, I would have to agree with Brett there, saying like, yeah, it probably does cut down on the salaries of different people and like who you have on your squad or your coaching team, because you have these stats. You know what I mean? You can pull off the computer of any stat, like, hey, this is that, and that's only the average, man. That's not what you're really like getting a feel of what you're seeing out there, you know?
DeeTer, you made a great point, and you said it with the one word is stats. And you know, the one thing I've learned over life and in sports, and I love stats, but here's the thing: stats lie. They do. You can manipulate any stat any way you want to make. But here's my thing: stats lie. I like stats, but my gut don't lie. My gut's never lied to me and got me worse fucked up than I should have been in a situation. So I say trust the gut. Analytics are cool to have on the side. Say, okay, it's good to hear the devil's advocate, but go with your gut.
Do you guys remember Eric Milton?
Of course, the pitcher.
Yep. So the Twins traded him to the Phillies, and the Twins got Carlos Silva and Nick Punto. Right.
I know where you're going. I love it.
Yep. Carlos Silva was a ground ball pitcher, had one good year. He got a huge contract with Seattle, left Minnesota, but he couldn't pitch his way out of wet paper bag. Nick Punto is one of my favorite players.
Me too, brother. Me too.
Played hard. He couldn't hit.
He was a dirtbag, and that's what you got love.
Yeah, and he got on base. Now he would hit 190 and then carry like a 350 on base percentage, and he hit into a tremendous amount of double plays. But in today's game, as much as I love my man Nick Punto, he probably would be considered an all-star or a starter wherever he went, because the analytics said he's worth being in the lineup every day. And the truth was, he's probably the best, one of the best utility infielders in that era for about 8 years, I'd say.
Good point.
8 years, wow. Good.
Oh, he's a stud. I just love the guy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Brett, you were talking good sense tonight, sir. Yo, I want to say this. I want to say this. I went on to my third beer. Of course, I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking 8.5% IPA, double IPA to start, but I did, because that's what I do. And now I'm like, I'm going to take it down a notch.
50th episode, buddy.
50th episode, baby. Put the fives up. I call that shit the Thanos.
Oh shit!
I didn't go with an 8% beer for the third one. It's like 7.6. And it's a New Jersey brewery, DeeTer. It's the Seed, Living Beer Project in Atlantic City. Yeah. They did a collab with North Park from San Diego, California.
Oh wow!
Who is a monster in the craft beer game, dude.
That's
fucking
huge,
monster.
Man.
So you're talking about monster from the East Coast and West Coast, the good beer. Shout out to my boy who met up with me today so I could buy it because it probably sold out real fast. I looked at the ratings early, and people were a little doggy there, and it's 4.25. Man, this thing is next level, cuz this is a next level double IPA. Look at that.
Now, it's beautiful. Now, the Seed is a Jersey brewery. Yes. I mean, it's hard to get their beer in like certain areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was at the Redhead and talking to Andrew, the guy who works there.
Shout out to Andrew.
Awesome bartender. And he was saying
his craft beer lineup is next level. Listen, respect, because talent recognized talent, kid. That kid got the great beer list going on in New Jersey.
And he was saying he was trying to get the Seed on for a long time, and he wasn't having too much luck on it. He got these guys on Conclave, and man, I love some Conclave. Conclave is so good. I haven't seen them around other than his spot, man. So it's hard.
Man, respect.
It's hard. Like good breweries in New Jersey, I guess they get flooded with people going to the brewery that it just doesn't make it out of there. You know what I mean? If you can get it, man, it's pretty nice.
Speaking of which, I want to send a shout out to House of Brews. I'm saying it here live for the first time because I know we're going to get mobbed and it's going to fly up. This Monday, we'll be tapping Biden's Brewing for the first time. at House of Brews. Al Smith, if you're watching, I know he texted me today. He said, no, I wasn't working, but Mikey Mont, big kid, Billy Kranick, Pittsburgh Bill, Bonnie, all the craft beer junkies we know. Biden's getting sat Monday. DeeTer, you're included.
Awesome.
You're up there with us.
Thank you, man.
All of us. It won't probably last past much far into Tuesday. As you know, my buddy Bill goes like you do to Bobcat, and I heard it kicked in the first day.
Oh, yeah. Done in one day. Now, I picked up a couple of gear of the two birds. I got a couple of hats. Gave it to the guys at work. They loved it. And I got you a shirt. Hat. So next time I see you, man, I'll get you a shirt.
Well, I got you a glass. It's a pint glass. Now it says It says Ultra on one side, but the other it's got a full. It's got a full size Messi imprint on it with
nice.
Yeah, with the American Soccer League. I was like, I got one of these motherfuckers for DeeTer. I gave one to Greg too because you're the only two motherfuckers I know that like soccer.
Well, Messi's out of Miami. He used to be in the Premier. Yeah. He's killed it down there, man. But that's awesome. Thank you,
that glass might be worth money 40 years from now. Yeah.
That's
you
cool,
might be
man.
85. You're like, man, I need some extra cash, dude. Oh, nice. That's Conor McGregor's whiskey.
Nice. Brett's gone hard.
Let me ask something. I haven't tried proper 12 yet. Is it an actual good whiskey, or does it sell because of Connor?
I would say
I like it more than Jameson.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I like it more than Jameson, man.
Wow,
it's a little bit more crisp, cleaner. If you would, you know what I mean. It's nice. And I've been drinking Jameson all my life, man.
Yeah, I've been drinking Jameson for a long time. I got to try that.
Greg says, thanks for the glass. Thanks, Rick.
Big kid, my dog, Greg's fam sauce, dude. He's part of the clique. That's the dog, kid. Yo, and shout out to Greg the other day. And my boy Mikey Rozier and Pretty Ricky was in there. And fucking Big Les. Y'all thought it was funny breaking my balls. They were making fun of Mike Rozier when he was walking there. Made fun of his walk there, like cracking up. It's hilarious. And then when he got back, and they're all like, Rick, it's okay that you said that about Mike. And they're laughing. And Mike said, "What'd you was talking shit?" And I said to Greg, I'm like, dude, you were there the whole time. Tell these motherfuckers I wasn't talking shit. It was just funny. Another joke thing.
No, dude, it's great when Mike walks in. He's always got some flashy clothes or
I always tell
flashy
Mike, you're the preacher or pimp.
Oh man, I love you. See me, man. You tell him I said hi, man.
I will. The Heisman Trophy winner at the University of Nebraska, 1983. Kid's a fucking beast.
So I'm on my next beer too. Also, Citra Fog.
Nice, you got nice. Where'd you go, Bobcat?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Nice. I was down in Rogers today getting the same beer. And did you get the Rawaka too?
I didn't get the Rawaka. I just went.
You should have, dude. It's DeeTer. Go back tomorrow and get it. It's worth it, dude. That's
all right. I will.
Nice.
I picked up the couple of the lighter beers so I can have a big beer later.
I feel you.
The new trail is really good. That New State or something like that.
We love the state
I love
parks.
my state. I love my state parks, dude.
Dude, let me ask you, what'd you think of the disco golf we had on tap the other day when you were there from New Trail?
Disco golf. I thought it was pretty good, man. I think everything I had.
I thought it was a little light on the body, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, everything I've been having from it is really awesome. And but the light beer I got for Brick City for the show too. This is not bad. It's got some mandarin, orange. What the heck?
I can't see from here, dude.
Brick City. What? God, let me see.
Well, what's the ABV? About 5.
Cloud of Sound, Mandarin, Bavaria, and that's 5.5.
Nice.
So light beer, yeah. That's not light beer, but I figure I'm doing the 50th show. I gotta be on with A game. Don't get too tanked, But now we're on the down end, so now I can go with my conclave. That's what producers
Abomination.
Do. Okay. Yeah, Abomination. Would you get out there?
I'm going to get that truck on the 50s. He's like, look at this conclave, motherfucker.
Oh shit, man!
I ain't getting that fucked up either, DeeTer. But I'm on fucking, my 38 fucking percenter basically. Look, I know I'm gonna celebrate tonight. So, DeeTer is one of the funnest things in the world, kid.
Oh, I love doing this show, man. Brett, what you
Shout
got
out to
going on? What
all.
are you drinking, bud?
Oh, beer 3 is ultra.
Nothing wrong with that, man. My next beer is going to be Heineken Light. When I put my ear goggles on and play online poker, it's going to be fucking Heineken Light. Seriously, and I'll probably drink like 4 of them.
I'll go make a Irish car bomb right now. I'm not scared.
You should do it on the air.
Oh shit, man!
I know you got the Baileys, Brett.
Make an Irish car bomb on the air?
Yes. It might be the first time it's ever aired on Two Birds One Show.
Man, you guys, yeah.
Well, we all got to have a shot together, though.
I think, dude. Yeah, man. I think we're pretty good, man. We're an hour in.
I wish I had some Delta 9 cannabis water. I would do a shot.
When you guys do a remote location one,
okay,
that's when we'll do a car bomb. I'll do.
Oh shit!
If you do it some other time.
When are you coming to Jersey, Brett?
When you come to South Dakota.
Touche. Checkmate, motherfucker. You got me.
Oh man, my buddy Brandon from Oklahoma. He was gonna come over to Philly. He's in like the armor combat stuff, and he was gonna go to the Renaissance Fair. And I didn't know they had one in Philly, but it was over the Memorial Weekend. They had one, but something happened. He couldn't make it, but he said he's gonna try to get on the show soon. But
nice,
yeah,
that's some badass shit, dude. The armored combat.
Yeah. It's neat to see Navy people like travel through the area. I always try to keep in touch with a lot of guys, and man, I would love to come out to South Dakota and go to Minnesota to see Scott, man. But that's a hike, dude. That is a hike, and I see where you're coming from, coming to this way too. Like that's
never mind. I love Philly, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but the Liberty Bell's there. Yeah, you got the Liberty Bell, Constitution Center.
Hey, to you, it's Thanksgiving. To me, it's Thursday. I feel you, Brad. I understand, kid.
I think if you guys came out here, because I've been in cities and stuff like that, but if you guys were out here in the middle of nowhere for like 4 days and you're like, well, when's a car gonna drive by your house?
Oh my God, that would drive me fucking insane, dude. I couldn't. I can't.
I've seen what a city's like. You guys need to see what the open spaces are like.
Well, dude, we got like what's the forest, the pine lands, and like going down the shore and all. There is nothing, dude.
Yeah, but how long? When do you ever stop there?
Oh yeah, never, dude.
No, I just keep driving. I'm like, fuck this shit. Yeah, one time me and my wife got lost, and I don't know where we ended up. We're taking some back roads through the Pine Barrens, and we drive by this house on this dirt road in the fucking deep woods. There's little mini bikes buried upside down, weird baby dolls like half buried. Dude, it was the weirdest. Listen, DeeTer, I don't scare easy. I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here, man. I'm like, where did you take us? Get me out of here. I'm like, what shortcut is this? I was like, get me out of here.
But yeah, even going Swedesboro to the Red Hen. Once you get in that farmland, man, there ain't shit. I could not imagine living out there, man.
Oh my God.
Well, why couldn't we meet someplace where we all have like something that we all want to go see? Like I want to go drink whiskey in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
Bourbon County, nice. That's a great idea. I want to go. Ooh, sorry.
What about Colorado too? They got the Great American Beer Festival. I don't know if they still do that, man. That was always pretty neat.
They do that. It's on the bucket list. I so much want to do the Great American Beer Fest.
Yeah, but then we got to bring a pack of grape Swisher Sweets. That way, Ricky can do his thing with his
Swisher Sweet.
Oh, you talking about Phillies blunts?
There you go, that one.
He said Swisher Sweets. Motherfucker, ain't nobody
Great,
smoking Swisher
great,
Sweets.
great.
Especially not with weed, dude.
But dude, yeah, I know Scott's been there a few times, man. He loves Colorado, and my buddy Jeff and Dom, they went to Colorado a couple years ago, and they had a great time out there. So that'd be pretty neat.
And where was the
Sorry.
World Beer Cup Championship? Was not that long after the GABF. Wasn't that in like Vegas or something? Because I think didn't Ship Bottom win an award there for their Mermaid Blonde?
I don't know, man. I don't know where that's at.
A couple South Jersey breweries. It was more recently.
Yeah, I remember you posted up about that, right?
Yeah.
It was, I didn't know that was in Vegas.
And that's actually the Super Bowl of craft beer. I mean, the GABF is big because now a lot of people go to it, so it's probably in the top 3. But the World Beer Championship in Vegas is, and if you get a medal there, that's fucking impressive.
I know you guys probably not wrestling watchers, but my buddy, my favorite wrestler came back to AEW, MJF. He's been out for like a year, but MJF, awesome wrestler. He used to be the world champ. Lost the belt.
Now, was this AEW?
Yeah, it's AEW. It's like the ECW.
Is he a heel or is he a good guy?
He's a bit of a in between. He's called like a dirtbag, or but he's like, I'm the people's dirtbag.
Please call him a tweener. Please call him a tweener. Please call him a
tweener. But I like to put some wrestling on the show a little bit every once in a while. Everybody's watching.
You talk about wrestling. So you see my arcade game back here? I've got a game. Oh, well, it's back there. It's pretty sweet. Everybody should have one when you grow up. On it, it's a computer emulator, so it's got all these different games. Any arcade game you can think of, it's probably on there. On it, I have this old school wrestling game called WWF N64 Challenge. Do you remember what was it called? It was like WWF
WCW Nitro. Yes, and then WCW Revenge or something like that.
Yes, it's that game, but with like 80s WWF, like Brutus Beef.
Oh wow!
With like scissors and shit.
Nice. The barber.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, I used to love the game Wrestle Main Event or something like that, and it was like the Hawk and Andre the Giant. You had the Road Warriors and all that shit. It was like Saturday Night Main Event or something like that.
No, it was a WWF WrestleFest.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay.
You want me to put it on the background for you?
No, I can't see it. It's too bright, man. But that is fucking cool, dude. I always loved playing arcade games, man, growing up. And one buddy, he's got Street Fighter 2 in his garage. And once we have a few beers, man, it's on. That's a fucking great game.
Yep, I got that on this too.
Oh, man.
That's how you start throwing shit at your friends.
Well, I try not to do that, but
I would.
Oh man. So anything else sports wise we got going on?
I don't think so. I think fucking everything covered. I mean, no flyers. Mitch Scott's coming over hopefully.
Okay, I got one thing. Over the weekend I seen the movie Furiosa.
Nice. How was that?
So damn good. It was good. It did do good in the box office, and it's so bad because like the dude that made all the Mad Max was going to make Mad Max Wasteland if the Furiosa did good, because the dude's like 79. Gregory Miller or whatever, and he's not going to do that because the Furiosa didn't do well. I thought it was really good, man. If you get a chance, go out there and watch it. It's way better to see it in the movie theater than at home. But that's just my opinion, I guess. You guys like any of the Mad Max? You guys watch any?
Classic.
Yep.
Yep.
We had a so where I live, I'm in a town of 600 people, right?
Yeah.
When a veteran passes away, he gets a flagpole and a flag.
Nice.
So on Memorial Day weekend, like I think my town's got 6 military members that were killed in action. I'm only bringing this up because we just got done with Memorial Day, but here's what's great about being in a small town is every veteran that is from this town or had a part of this community, we all get a pole and a flag, and the community comes out and puts those poles up. So you got guys that have been gone for 30 plus years. I'm 42 and I remember them. They've been gone that long and they got their own little flagpole. So Memorial Day weekend, we all went out and set those up, and I'm kind of segueing a little bit here, but we were both.
No, dude, totally. I know you're big in the VFW and everything.
American Legion.
American Legion.
I never got to go to a foreign place.
Ah, damn. All right. Okay. But dude, still, yeah, awesome, dude. My dad loved
that small town stuff is pretty neat.
Yeah, I go to VFW. I love the VFW, but I know my dad used to like going to the American Legion and all that. But both great spots, man. Both do great for the community and military vets and all that. But that's pretty cool that you guys do that, man. Thank you.
I recently became a paid up for life American Legion member. No more payments for this guy.
I'm on the verge. I'm almost there. I haven't done it because, I took a few years off of COVID and crap like that because I wasn't going there, but
sure.
I'm on the verge to get back into it. It's tough for me because, I love this. And you're not getting much of this at this places.
You need to come to mine.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, it's always it's good. They take care of the people.
Hey, I think the Phillies. I agree with Ricky. I think there's something pretty special this year, though. And all bullshit aside, like, dude, that's a good team that's got pieces where you need them when you're going through the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like we went through the fire a few times now. I feel like we're playoff fucking bound. Yeah, this is it, man. You guys got to do it this time around.
I think it's a team that got to the door of the pearly gates and is ready to kick down the door this year. Right. They're like, all right, we fucked around and found out. Let's go win the whole fucking thing.
When was the last time Philly got a World Series ring?
08.
08.
Yeah, so you're talking about it's been 16 years.
It's been since 91. For me.
Good for you.
Yeah, okay, so Game 7 of that series, the 91 series, that's one where Jack Morris went 10 innings. Like, it's considered a classic, right?
Okay.
I shit you not. In Game 7 of the 91 World Series, Jack Morris got through the 9th inning. Twins came up to bat, did jack shit. My mom made me go to bed because I had school the next day.
Let me guess what? They won.
Yeah, and then he pitches one more inning, and I could have watched that, but I was in bed.
Yeah, that's the worst, man. Like I'll go to sleep early because I know I got to go to work the next day. I'm like, there's no way this is happening. I got to be up at like 4:30, man. All right, I'm turning this off. And then I'm driving to work, listening to sports radio, and I hear this shit. I'm like, son of a bitch, man. Yeah, you never know, man. You never know.
Look forward to show 100, boys.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Brett. Awesome, dude. Thank you for coming on the show. Tom, thanks for coming on the show.
Great to see you, John.
Everybody that commented, thank you. Thank you to our followers. And, man, always fucking love doing this show. Thanks, Brett. Thanks, Ricky. Take care, bud.
Peace out.